Welcome to our YouTube channel, Aging Series. The platform aims to discuss the latest research and developments in the field of aging, as well as practical tips and advice for maintaining good health and functional independence as we age. What if we could be younger longer? Not years longer but decades longer. What if those final years didn't look so terribly different than the years that came before them? And what if by saving ourselves, we could also save the world? David Sinclair, Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. Aging is a natural process that affects all living beings, and it is characterized by the gradual decline in physical and cognitive function over time. While aging is a normal and inevitable part of life, it is also a complex and poorly understood process, and scientists have been studying it for centuries. In his book Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to, Dr. David Sinclair is cracking the code to understand why we age and how we can reverse or possibly stop aging. Aging is a complex process that affects every living being, and scientists have been studying it for centuries. Despite this, there is still much that we do not understand about aging, and many theories have been proposed to explain why we age. One of the main theories that Sinclair discusses in his book is the free radical theory of aging. This theory suggests that aging is caused by the accumulation of damage to cells and tissues due to the actions of free radicals. Free radicals are highly reactive molecules that can cause damage to DNA, proteins, and other cellular components. This damage accumulates over time and contributes to the aging process. Sinclair also discusses the role that genetics plays in aging. Our genes play a significant role in how we age, and certain genetic mutations have been linked to increased lifespan. For example, certain strains of mice that carry certain genetic mutations live much longer than normal mice. Similarly, certain genetic variations in humans have been associated with longer lifespans. However, genetics is not the only factor that determines how long we live. Sinclair argues that our lifestyles and environments also play a significant role in how we age. For example, people who smoke, eat unhealthy diets, and do not exercise are at a higher risk of developing age-related diseases and dying at a younger age. On the other hand, people who live healthy lifestyles and have supportive social networks tend to live longer and age better. One of the main themes of Sinclair's book is that aging is not inevitable and that it is possible to slow down or even reverse the aging process. He discusses various interventions that have been shown to have anti-aging effects, such as calorie restriction, exercise, and certain drugs and supplements. These interventions can help to reduce the accumulation of damage to cells and tissues and may even stimulate the repair of damaged DNA. One of the most well-known interventions is calorie restriction, which involves reducing caloric intake while still consuming a nutritionally balanced diet. Studies have shown that calorie restriction can increase lifespan and delay the onset of age-related diseases in animals. It is thought that calorie restriction may work by reducing the production of free radicals, which can cause damage to cells and tissues. However, it is not clear whether calorie restriction has the same effects in humans, and more research is needed to determine its long-term safety and effectiveness. Exercise is another intervention that has been shown to have anti-aging effects. Physical activity has been linked to a lower risk of age-related diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. It may also help to reduce the decline in muscle mass and strength that occurs with aging. Exercise is thought to work by improving cellular health, reducing inflammation, and increasing the production of substances that protect against aging. Certain drugs and supplements have also been shown to have anti-aging effects in animals. For example, the drug rapamycin has been shown to extend lifespan in mice, and some studies have suggested that it may have similar effects in humans. Resveratrol, a compound found in red wine, has also been shown to extend lifespan in animals and may have anti-aging effects in humans. However, it is important to note that the long-term safety and effectiveness of these drugs and supplements in humans is not yet fully understood, and more research is needed. In conclusion, Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to is a fascinating book that provides insight into the complex process of aging and the various factors that contribute to it. Sinclair's argument that aging is not inevitable and can be slowed down or reversed is an exciting prospect that has the potential to revolutionize how we think about aging and lifespan. So, what can you do right to start reversing or completely stop aging? In his book Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to, Dr. David Sinclair discusses the concept of chronological age versus biological age. Chronological age refers to the number of years that a person has been alive, while biological age refers to the functional age of an individual's body and its organs. For example, two people who are both 50 years old may have different biological ages depending on their lifestyles and health. One person may have a biological age that is much younger than their chronological age due to healthy habits such as regular exercise and a nutritious diet, while the other person may have a biological age that is older than their chronological age due to unhealthy habits such as smoking and a sedentary lifestyle. Sinclair argues that it is possible to slow down or even reverse the aging process by adopting healthy habits and interventions that have been shown to have anti-aging effects. This means that it is possible for a person's biological age to be younger than their chronological age. By maintaining a healthy lifestyle and regularly engaging in activities that promote cellular health, it is possible to maintain a younger biological age and potentially live a longer and healthier life. Dr. David Sinclair is 53 years old according to his birth certificate, but his biological age, as determined by biomarkers in his blood, is much younger, 2 decades younger. It is believed that it is an individual's biological age, rather than their chronological age, that is a more accurate indicator of their overall health and functional age. So what is it that Dr. David Sinclair do that we need to imitate right now? Here's a quote from his book Lifespan. I take 1 gram, 1000 milligrams, of NMN every morning, along with 1 gram of resveratrol, shaken into my homemade yogurt, and 1 gram of metformin. I take a daily dose of vitamin D, vitamin K2, and 83 milligrams of aspirin. I strive to keep my sugar, bread, and pasta intake as low as possible. I gave up desserts at age 40, though I do steal tastes. I try to skip 1 meal a day or at least make it really small. My busy schedule almost always means that I miss lunch most days of the week. Every few months, a phlebotomist comes to my home to draw my blood, which I have analyzed for dozens of biomarkers. When my levels of various markers are not optimal, I moderate them with food or exercise. I try to take a lot of steps each day and walk upstairs, and I go to the gym most weekends with my son, Ben. We lift weights, jog a bit, and hang out in the sauna before dunking in an ice-cold pool. I eat a lot of plants and try to avoid eating other mammals, even though they do taste good. If I work out, I will eat meat. I don't smoke. I try to avoid microwave plastic, excessive UV exposure, X-rays, and CT scans. I try to stay on the cool side during the day and when I sleep at night. I aim to keep my body weight or BMI in the optimal range for health span, which for me is 23 to 25. Thank you for reading about Dr. David Sinclair's book Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. We hope that you found this information informative and that it sparked your interest in the complex and fascinating topic of aging. If you enjoyed this article, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. We regularly post content on a variety of topics and would love to have you join us. Thank you for your support.